Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today, we're going to deal with a function question, and with that in mind, let's dive straight in. Now they've said to us, the diagram below shows the graphs of f of x equals minus x squared minus x plus 6, and g of x equals mx plus c. They've then said to us that there is a point A at minus 2, 4, which is the point of intersection between the two graphs. Now, the question they've given us here is if f of p equals f of r equals 4, calculate the value of p minus r if r is less than 0. All right, so what does this mean? So when we look at f of p and f of r, we're essentially saying that f of p and f of r are essentially points where y equals 4. Okay, what do I mean by that? So if we look, say for instance 4 is over here, and we draw a line at y equals 4. Okay, now r would be this point over there because we know it's negative, and p would be this point over here because we know it's positive. So we need to find those 2 points first. So we need to find that point there and that point there in terms of our x value. And once we have that, we can find the horizontal distance between the two, which is exactly what they've asked us for here, p minus r. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, firstly, we're going to say that, let's just plug in something, right? So we've got minus x squared minus x plus 6 equals what? So we know it equals y, and in this case, our y value is going to be 4. Okay, so they've said to us, our y value is equal to 4, and our mission is to try and find where the x values are that equal or that have a coordinates of 4 on this curve. Right, so let's see how we can do this. We're going to bring this 4 across to leave a 0 on that side. So that's our first step. So it's minus x squared minus x. And then when we bring the 4 across, it's going to be subtracting from the 6. And that's going to give us plus 2 equals 0. I really don't like that negative. So let's divide everything by negative 1. So that's going to give me x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Now we can do our factorization. So we factorize by putting a plus and a minus, an x and an x. The x and the x is because we don't have a coefficient here, so we know it's just the square root. And then finally, we need to find two numbers that multiply to 2 and subtract to 1, and that's quite simply 1 and 2. And we know the bigger number needs to go where the plus is, so that's going to be 2 and 1. So therefore, x equals either minus 2 or x equals 1. Okay, but we need to find these in terms of p and r. So p is going to be which of these? So we know p in this case is going to be our 1 because they very specifically said to us that r is less than 0, and r would therefore be minus 2. So therefore, to solve for this, we're going to say p minus r, okay, is equal to 1 minus 2. And if we look at that, it's 1 plus 2, which equals 3. And that gives us the answer that they were looking for. Importantly, here we needed to find the x values first. Then we needed to assign those x values to our p and r, and then subs them into the little expression that they gave us to solve for. Really good job, and a really well-deserved 4 marks. Nicely done. Very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Read all about them in the description below. Remember to head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.